It's it's just funny at this point. It really is. It's just funny at this point. Like the Bears are 1-5 after an embarrassing loss against the Vikings. It seems like our defense is actually starting to kind of turn it around, starting to finally find their feet. 6 weeks in, and our offense can't score more than 20 points. Didn't seem to be a problem last week against the Commanders, but who am I to say? I mean, it's funny at this point. The season is officially over. I'm officially rooting for the tank. Justin Fields dislocated his thumb. He might be out for a few weeks. He might be out for longer. Who knows? If that happens, we're definitely drafting a quarterback. This cycle goes on and on. I mean, it's over. Season's over. I don't even know what to talk about anymore at this point. Like it's just embarrassing. I don't even know. We need a full restart again. We got to go through that again. Why would Caleb Williams? Why would anyone want to ever come here? Like your career literally gets ruined here. Like why would any quarterback want to come here? No, I wouldn't. I literally would not. I am literally advocating for you not to come here because your career will be ruined. Ruined. I don't understand. It makes no sense what the game plan was yesterday. No sense. Like I swear I almost never saw a Justin Fields bootleg or rollout or any of that, man. Why are you dropping him back? Our offensive line was struggling so bad yesterday, and yet you kept dropping Justin Fields back. Yes, they got 2 sacks like on the first drive. Like what are you doing, Luke Getsy? Like what? I praise you when you're doing good. The last 2 weeks you were doing good, and then you go back to your dog shit play calling again. Like what is this team, man? Why do I root for this team? Like, why do I root for this? Like, I actively do this to myself on Sundays. You play good. You give us hope that you're going to turn the season around, and then you play like that. You call plays like that. And then Matty Reflus, as the defensive play caller, has been better the last 2 weeks. You cannot say that it's been better under Alan Williams because it fucking hasn't. And I don't even know what to say about. Like that was probably one of the worst Bears games I've ever watched, ever. Justin Fields went back to his old self. Tyson Bagent isn't what everyone expected him to be. The defense actually played okay when they didn't, until they didn't. Alexander Madison, man. Yeah. I'm not even going to give you credit for stopping the run because every team can stop that dude. Alexander Madison is terrible. He is terrible. Every team can stop him. He is awful. So I'm not even giving the Bears credit for stopping Alexander Madison because he is awful. He is a terrible running back. Terrible. And but we stopped you got to give them credit, right? The secondary, we stopped them. I don't even give them that much credit either. You stopped a receiving core without Justin Jefferson. I guarantee you if Justin Jefferson was on the field, he would have been all over the fucking field catching passes left and right. Because this secondary is also a big disappointment. I get it. Tyreek Stevenson is a rookie. Disappointment. Jaquan Brisker, disappointment. Eddie Jackson, one of the highest paid safeties, not very good. Disappointment. He hasn't had a very Eddie Jackson-like year since 2018. Oh, wow, Eddie Jackson made a huge play left and right. He made so many interceptions. Eddie Jackson has been one of the most disappointing players on this Bears defense since 2018, and it's not even close. Oh no, but let's get rid of Roquan Smith because he wants to get paid because he deserves it. Let's get rid of him because he wants to get paid like one of the highest linebackers in the league because he deserves it. But we're gonna pay Tremaine Edmonds $72 million in 4 years, and he can't even make a fucking tackle. Like I don't understand this organization. Literally, what I would do, they do the opposite. And I'm not a fucking general manager. I don't know what the hell goes behind the scenes. But all I see is what happens on Sundays on the field. That's all I see. But my God, Roquan Smith looked like a really nice guy. David Montgomery looked like a really nice guy. And guess what? They're killing it on their other teams. Ryan Poles deserves a lot of criticism for what is being played on Sunday. Because he is in charge of putting together this team. He gets credit for DJ Moore. He gets credit for other people like Roshan. But he deserves a fuck ton of credit for everything else. Because, my God, this is ugly. This is officially ugly. Okay? It was fun for a week when I didn't have to watch you last Sunday and you actually got a win. It was fun for a little while, but that fun is officially gone. Gone. Nobody cares anymore that you won one game. Literally, straight up nobody. Nobody. I don't even care that you won one more game. You haven't won at home since September. What? I don't know. I don't remember exactly what day, but since last year, September, over a year ago. I think it was like 380 days since you've won a game at home. You know how embarrassing that is? And if Justin Fields is hurt, we're definitely, unfortunately, drafting a quarterback in April. It's going to happen because he needed as much play time as he possibly could to show us what he could do. And if he's not on the field, obviously he can't show us what he can do with this new team. But I'm not even excusing that he got hurt. He did not play good at all yesterday. At all. Before he got hurt. He got hurt in the third quarter. And the reason he got hurt was his own damn fault. He held on to the ball way, way, way too long. Way too long. And he had a clean pocket. I think he held on to it for like 4 or 5 seconds. He just didn't throw the ball. I don't care that DJ Moore is covered. Throw him the fucking ball. He might catch it. I don't care if it gets intercepted. I just want to see you sink or swim. And right now you are sinking. You had 2 back-to-back career days. And then you come out and you look like your old self. Like, honestly, this mini bye week, I think it actually hurt the Bears. Because they had momentum. And then they had 10 days off after that, and then they went back to their old self. Like, they literally had momentum from the Broncos game to the Commanders game because it was a 5-day wait. And then they go and they have 10 days off, and then they come out and look like that. Like, what was the game plan, Matt Eberflus? What was the game plan, Luke Getsy? He was so stubborn that he wanted to go back to his old ways because he thinks his old playbook is going to work. And I swear to God, it's never worked. And then he finally tries to switch it up, has Justin Fields throw at least 10 yards down the field for once in his goddamn life. And it starts working because he's one of the most accurate deep passers in the league. He is the most accurate deep passer in the league. Oh no, but we're going to go back to the screens. We're going to go back to the short game. We're going to go back to the screens and more screens and more screens and more screens. Fuck you. You're a terrorist. You are ruining Chicago sports. And I swear you're doing it on purpose. On purpose. Like, I don't know. I don't get it. We do good for once, and then we come out and do the stupidest fucking thing possible every time. Like, this team is an embarrassment, man. When are we going to finally turn it around like the Lions are? When are we going to be finally a top team? Because in 2018, when we went 12-4, we got out in the first round of the playoffs. I still didn't believe we were a top team. We were never like a threat. We were never like a threat to anyone because that offense was never very good. Like, when are we going to be like the Lions where we have a complete team, where the offense and the defense just dominate? When are we going to be like the Chiefs? Like, when is it going to be our turn? Never. Never. You know why? Because we're the Bears. Okay? We're not even in that, like, much of a threatening division. The Packers don't look good. The Vikings are not good. Yes, they beat us today, but they beat us by 6 points. They're not good. The Packers are not good. The Lions are finally good. Congratulations to them. But the reason we will never be good is because we have stupid-ass owners who make stupid-ass decisions and stupid-ass hires. And then they hire... I have no idea why. I don't know why they thought this was a good idea, but they hire Ryan Poles, who's a first-time GM, Matt Eberflus, who's a first-time head coach, Luke Getsy, who's a first-time offensive coordinator. Like, why is that a good idea? Like, I don't get it. Go get somebody for once that has experience that can actually be good with a learning quarterback, with a young quarterback. But no, you go get Ryan Poles just because he was on the Chiefs, who have a dynasty brewing right now, and then you go and get Matt Eberflus, which makes no sense because you have a young quarterback, and you get a defensive-minded, like, they literally made the stupidest hires possible. And then they go get Luke Getsy, who I don't even know what the hell he did on the Packers because they had Aaron Rodgers. I guarantee you he probably didn't do shit, but he gained so much for just having Aaron Rodgers as his quarterback. Like, it's the same shit with, like, Nathaniel Hackett. Like, what the fuck did he do in Green Bay? Because he got a head coaching job just simply because his coach or his quarterback was Aaron Rodgers. It's the same shit with Luke Getsy. So he still has yet to prove that he's a good play caller in his second year. In Justin Fields' third year, you are literally ruining his career. But he is also ruining his career by holding on to the ball too long, not being able to read defenses, not being able to throw down the field because he's scared, running whenever he's scared. And then Cody Whitehair, on top of it, is over here fucking... Justin Fields has to reach for it. Like, oh my God, Cody Whitehair, get the fuck off my team. Oh, I'm sorry. It's not white hair. You're giving me white hair. You don't even have hair. Shut the fuck up. Get the fuck off my team, bitch. He is literally so terrible. So terrible. And Lucas Patrick isn't really any better. I like this team is just an embarrassment. I have no idea when it'll ever turn around. I'm probably going to die without ever seeing a Bears even close to a Super Bowl. Like, I genuinely believe that. Like, I don't even think... I might die and never see them make the playoffs again. Like, I don't even know. It's never going to happen. It's an endless cycle. Draft Trubisky. He's terrible because of the coaching, and he's also not that great. Draft Justin Fields. Get a first-time head coach. He's terrible. Okay, now draft Caleb Williams. He's terrible because of the coaching. Like if we're not doing this anymore, no more. If you even decide to draft a quarterback, you get a different head coach. I will not be rolling into this season with the same head coach like we did with Nagy. You don't do that. Because you're just going to fire him the next year. Because guess what? It's the coaching staff. You draft Caleb Williams. You still have Matt Eberflus. And Caleb Williams looks like shit just like Justin Fields does because he can't run this awful system either. And then you're going to fire him. And then he's going to need to learn a different playbook just like Justin Fields had to. Like, it's the same thing with Trubisky. He had John Fox and then they fired him. Then went with... Like, it's the same shit. And I'm tired of it. And it's just an endless cycle. I guarantee you it's going to happen again. I can almost guarantee you they probably won't even fire Matt Eberflus this offseason. They'll probably give Matt Eberflus one more year, and then they're going to draft Caleb Williams. He's going to look like shit. They're going to fire him. maybe Ryan Poles too, and then he's gonna have to learn. Like it's the same situation over and over again. You get a high draft pick, you get a good quarterback, and then they just fail. They fail in this system because we don't hire the right people, and just it's Chicago. Like we will never ever have a good quarterback ever. And when Justin Fields was sort of on pace of breaking 4,000 passing yards, yeah, get the fuck out of here. You never were, dude. You never were. You were never going to pass it because you don't pass it. You don't. And when you do, you look great. So why are you so nervous? He's so nervous. I don't get it. Like he plays shitty in front of his home crowd. He plays so bad in front of his home crowd always. Always. He plays like shit in front of the home crowd. But when he goes to Washington, when he goes to that Steelers game, when he goes to the Lions, when he goes to the Vikings, like that's when he plays good. I don't fucking get it. Like we haven't won a home game in over a year. Like that is so sad. We're still counting streaks, and it's just never-ending pain as a Bears fan. So I don't know. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.